So, have you ever scrolled through the winners of a big data competition and just thought to yourself, how on earth did they do that? What's the secret sauce? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're pulling back the curtain and cracking that code wide open, right? It's the big question. Is it all about having the most mind-bendingly complex algorithm? The absolute cleanest code? Or maybe it's just about who has the biggest, most exclusive data set. Turns out, it might be none of those things. Let's find out what it really is. Now, we didn't just speculate. We actually rolled up our sleeves and did the work. We dug into dozens of recent winning projects from some of the biggest data competitions out there. And you know what? We found a pattern, a clear, repeatable formula for success. It's basically a blueprint. All right, so first things first. We're going to start by peeling back the layers on these winning projects. We need to understand the basic principles they all seem to follow. Think of it as finding the hidden threads that connect all the champions. Okay, let's get right into it. We're going to dissect the very DNA of a winning project. What are the key ingredients? What are those core components that make the judges sit up and take notice time and time again? So, at first glance, you see winning projects from all over the map, right? You've got stuff in finance, public safety, urban planning, you name it. The technical approaches are all unique too. But here's the thing. When you look underneath all that, the foundation is almost always the same. They consistently tackle a real social issue, they blend together different kinds of data, and, this is crucial, they propose actual, actionable solutions. And make no mistake, the competition is fierce. I mean, look at this breakdown from a recent awards pool. You have a good number of projects getting recognized for excellence, which is amazing, but only a tiny fraction make it all the way to the top. We're talking 27 projects getting a major award, but only just two, snagged the grand prize. So what's that extra spark that separates the very best from the rest? This, right here, was the big aha moment for us. We started analyzing the project titles, and the most common words weren't what you'd expect. They weren't analysis, model, or visualization. No. The big words were all about action. Words like proposal, solution, and policy just kept popping up. The message couldn't be clearer. Winners don't just find a problem, they design the fix.
So it really boils down to this simple three-step formula. 1. Ground your project in a real-world social problem. Something that affects actual people, like a lack of public parking or safety concerns in a neighborhood. 2. Don't just stop with your findings. You have to propose a concrete solution, a specific policy, a new service, something tangible. And 3. The magic ingredient. Fuse together different kinds of data, public records, telecom data, credit card usage, whatever. That's how you uncover the insights that nobody else sees. This is the playbook.
Okay, now for the really fun part. We've taken everything we learned from looking at past winners, mixed it with current trends, and we've put together a guide. This is your head start, a blueprint for a winning idea you can run with.
So, we've distilled it all down to 10 high-potential project areas. These are themes where a smart, data-driven solution could make a huge splash and really get a judge's attention. You ready to see them? Let's start with ideas that can make daily life better for everyone. I mean, imagine using real-time transit data to make public transport run perfectly on time, or using satellite data to figure out exactly where to plant trees to cool down a city. And you can see the other ideas here. They all tackle these tangible, everyday problems that data is perfectly suited to solve. And then there are ideas focused on directly empowering people. For example, what if you could build a model that identifies people who are struggling financially and points them to the right support systems? Or use public health data to keep a pulse on community mental wellness? From closing education gaps to helping the elderly, these are projects with a whole lot of heart.
Because in the end, that's what it's all about. This is the philosophy that ties every single one of these winning projects together. It's not about the flashiest tech or the most obscure algorithm. It's about using the power of data with a very clear, very human goal: to make a real positive difference, to find a problem and build a better way.
So there you have it. We've laid it all out. The analysis, the winning formula, even a bunch of high-potential ideas to get you started. The blueprint is in your hands. So the only real question left is, what problem are you going to solve? Your journey starts right now.